I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Well, maybe I'm live. Says I'm live. There I am. Hello, Kat. Hi, Paige. I didn't really expect you, Kat. I know you said you'd be lurking, possibly. Paige, I expected. And maybe one more, but I'm a few minutes early. Hi, Tanisha. Welcome. Is this your first time with us? Can't remember. Sorry. My memory is so bad anymore. So I just put this here to take the thumbnail print because I didn't know. Oh, well, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. I'm a little bit disorganized, more so than usual, so bear with me. What I'll do is I'll put the, oops, oh shoot. I'll put the cards out the way they were supposed to be made for the paper pumpkin for everybody to look at. But we're not going to do them because as long as you can sort of readily follow instructions, they're pretty easy. And these were done exactly as the instructions, with one exception. This black here, they wrapped it all the way around the card base too, and I wrapped it around the mat, the dark gray mat underneath, and tied the bow because I don't like the string showing on the inside. Hey, Andrea, how are you? Okay, you can lurk, Kat. So these are the three, the way they were intended to be made, and they're just blank on the inside. Now, when you get paper pumpkin cards, they're not the regular cardstock. They're white on the other side. So, for example, this black is not their basic black cardstock. It's black on one side and white on the other. So you can just write in them, which is okay. But they're not as heavy cardstock as the regular cardstock. Yay! Thank you, Andrea. Hi, Alicia. Thank you for coming. So anyway, these are the cards the way the paper pumpkin kit shows them made with that one. See how they wrap that black around the actual card the card itself, and I don't like that because I don't like the string showing on the inside. So that's the only thing I did differently that I remember. And my placement of this might be over a little to the middle more, but otherwise that's the same. So we're not going to do those together. I kept one more set of these out so I can just make another set for me if I want to, or I may decide to alter them more. Okay, so then I did another one here that we're not going to do together, but I'll tell you what I did with it. Oh, sorry, so sorry. As soon as I figure out what I did with my stamp set. Okay, I told you I was disorganized. Here it is. I just posted a video right before this called Crafting with Callie. Callie's my cat, and she was up here as I was trying to get ready to go live. I'm like, oh, Callie, you have to get down. Anyway, this is a piece of fresh fig cardstock. When you get your paper pumpkin, on the back of the little brochure down here, it always has the coordinating Stampin' Up colors. So it's basic black, fresh fig, which is this, lemon lime twist, which is that bright color that they gave us some strips in, mint macaroon, which they also gave us some flags in, and that matches, you know, some of the succulents, and whisper white. So those are the colors they say coordinate with. Okay, who's here? Joanne. Hi, Joanne. Okay, okay, you spelled it Joanne, and I've heard people call you Joanna. So what is your preference, Joanne? Because I'm getting confused. So anyway, this one is an easy one, and all I did, there's some really nice background stamps in this month's kit, and I don't know if you can see it, but this one here, it has like swirls, like, you know, those streamers that swirl. That's sort of what it looks like. And all I did is I took the Fresh Fig ink, which you got a little Stampin' Spot in your kit. I used the regular size of Fresh Fig, and I also pulled out the mint macaron for a couple of them. But anyway, and I did not use, let's see, for this one, no, I don't think I used the Stamparatus. One of them I did, but I don't think I did on this one. And I just eyeballed it. So there's 3. I kind of missed. There was a little space, and then 3, and then 3, and then I just stamped off the page for the last little one. And I did it on the top and the bottom. Now this one I actually overlapped for some reason. Anyway, and I took a piece of mint macaron, just a 1/4 inch wider and longer than this beautiful U, and did it that way. So I thought it used all the coordinating colors. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'll call you Joanne like I have been. I think because in Stampin' Up it shows that way, maybe on your thing. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then this little ribbon here is Fresh Fig also. It's just the sheer 1/8 inch wide, and I have had this for a couple months and I never used it, so I thought, I'm going to use it. So I did. And then these little sparkles were in the paper pumpkin kit. They're those. And I have lots left still. So that one we're not going to make because that's pretty easy, right? So then the next one we are going to make that I did is this one. Now, if you guys were on my live on Tuesday night, remember I had a piece of white cardstock and it had a cutout thing that was from the Stitch Seasons framelits. Well, I used it. Hi, Jackie. Did I miss anybody else? No, I don't think so. Okay. So now, and the reason I'm okay showing you that is because the Stitch Seasons framelit dies, they're retired, but they're in the clearance. And I did double check just before I came on. They're still available in the clearance. So let me just show you the clearance rack, they call it, online. You can only get them online. So they have 3 sizes of these. And then there's a bow, which I've also used. And then this goes with a stamp set, but there's a leaf, flower flourish, 2 other little flourishes, and then some leaves. And I love these. I wish they hadn't retired them, but I'm trying to, they were like a 1-month special kind of thing, but I love them. And so I'm trying to use them while they're still in the clearance rack. So you guys can still get them. So that's that. So anyway, I had this card and it had a hollow, it had an opening there. And I didn't really want to use the opening, but I wanted to make use of that card. It's a Whisper White cardstock. So what I did is I took the larger one of those and I cut out a frame. I took the, I think also the larger one, and I cut out another one of these, and then I stamped on it and colored the cup in, because you get this beautiful, I love this beautiful teacup with a succulent in it in the stamp set with Paper Pumpkin this month. And then the U is also from the Paper Pumpkin. Oops, sorry. And then on the inside, I had to cover that opening up and where I glued down this part. But on the inside, I took the medium one and the smaller one, and since it just says U here, I put Can Do Incredible Things, which is part of the stamp set. And then I used this itty bitty little flower that's in the Paper Pumpkin. And I stamped 2 in Fresh Fig and 1 in mint macaron top and bottom, and just put a little, one of those gemstones, because there was a little space there next to that. So I thought that came out cute. Now, the only differences that we're going to do this time is this is one of the cards out of the paper pumpkin. It has that swirly design like that stamp I showed you a minute ago. And we're not going to cut an opening in it. So what I did instead is I cut the frame out of fresh fig, and then I just cut a smaller one. And what I think I'll do once we're done the stamping and coloring, I stamped the mug already, but I have to color it yet, is we'll bump the frame up and make it look like it's indented. Okay, Jackie, I'll be sure to check it out sometime. I don't know if it'll be tonight because I have a lot I have to do tonight, but I'll try to get there soon. And then I also cut out a bow. Actually, I cut them out 3 times, twice in mint macaron and once in a pattern paper, which you'll see what that is in a minute. And then I'm just going to glue them together. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that first. Then we're going to finish our stamping and coloring. And then I did already cut out a piece for the inside, but we have to stamp on there too. So let's do that. And I'm just using, this is not Stampin' Up. And I have to tell you, I'm about fed up with art glitter glue, which I love the glue, but I really do not like at all refilling these little bottles. It blobs out on me and I waste more glue than I get into the bottle, I think. So if I can't buy it with a pin, the pin type lid already on it, I'm not going to buy it anymore because I just get so frustrated trying to fill the darn bottles. Anybody else have that problem? And Stampin' Up does have a fine tip glue. I'm just trying to use up what I have. Now, what was the tutorial for, Jackie? What did you make? And is anybody else crafting along with me today? I love dimensional bows, by the way. I don't know, and little bows too. So I'm just gonna put that on there. Now this sort of has a squarish opening, but those little gems. You made an owl card? Cool. All right. I like owls. I like bird creatures. All right, let's do this stamping first. So we need our big U. And I'm going to steal stuff off a block and use this block for this one. And we're going to stamp it in fresh fig. Kind of a mess on my table, so sorry about that. Oh, cool, Andrea. I can't wait to see it. The one you were making the other day, I managed to catch, you know, most of the live anyway with Marlene Morris from Michigan. That yours was beautiful. I have not tried that yet. All right. Ta-da! Not perfect, but not bad. Oh, let me get my chamois. This is the Stampin' Chamois. Oops. Hi, Brina. Hi, Brandy. I didn't see you come in, I think. Squeeze the bottle, the little bottle. Yeah, I kept doing that, and every time I did cut it, it went bloop out the top and all down the bottle. I think I need like a funnel to stick, a little funnel to stick in the bottle. I don't know. I just am frustrated with it. All right. Now I did use my Stampin' Blends in mint macaron, light mint macaron, and dark. And I'm going to use the light first. Some people say use the dark first, but I'm not going to do it. And we're just going to color the little succulent here. And hope last time I did it wrong one time. I colored what's supposed to be the dirt as though it was part of the succulent. Oops. Anyway. So I know this takes a while, but luckily it's not too much coloring. Unfortunately, I think I have to do it twice if we do both things. Really, Kat? You can't stand it? Why? Does the glue dry on it before you get finished with it? I have some big funnels for my gas cans, but I don't have any little ones. Probably costs more to send it than the funnel's worth. I don't know. Okay, that is a leaf. Trying not to get too close to the edge of the outer leaves, because the Stampin' Blends will, it's alcohol markers, and they will bleed a little bit, but not too bad. I haven't found it to be too bad. You just want to kind of stop just shy of the now that was stamped in Memento Tuxedo Black also, by the way. Okay, now I'm going to come back in with the dark. Funnel aggravation, yeah. Refilling the little bottles just totally aggravates me. So I think from now on I'm going to get the ones with the tip. You know, you can get the tip and put it right on the bottle. I don't know. The other day I was watching a live, I can't remember who it was, but it was for Scrap Perfects. The Best Ever Glue was one of their products. So I ordered a bottle of that, and I'll try that too. But I do like what Stampin' Up sells too. I just got used to the art glitter glue, so that's kind of been my fave now. And I'm using a circular motion and just trying to blend. I'm not an expert coloring person. I just watch a lot of videos, and I still don't think I do really good. But you know what? It's okay. Plants aren't perfect, right? I don't mind this point thing because I got this stainless steel, but the rubber thing, I bought these bottles, well, some of the bottles I have off Amazon. I got like a 10-pack, and they worked fine, but the rubber thing, the tip of the rubber thing tore the tip of the metal thing tore the rubber thing, so I had to get the stainless steel pin. And I think that works much better than trying to put that floppy cap thing on all the time, personally. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to blend it so those dark areas don't look like they're a solid line there, you know? And that's about it. And then, the first time I did this, I used what did I use? Dark soft suede, but I didn't like the way it looks. So I'm just using light basic black. My screen is really, you watched it yesterday. Oh. Yeah, maybe the pin will work in that bottle. You're right, because there is a pin that goes in it, but it's just hard lining that up. But maybe this pin, I actually think that tip is finer than this tip, though. I'd have to get a skinnier pin, I think. I don't know. I'll take my chances with just using that the way it is. And I do use it. I just switch off and on every now and then. I'm trying to get a black line in between here because that's where the dirt is. And then over on this side, because they basic black is one of the colors, and the soil with succulents is either sand or rich black, right? I don't know. Doesn't matter. That's just my coloring preference. There's not that much of it. Okay, and I'm not going to do any shading on that. I love the glue too, Jackie. I do. And then I use Smoky Slate, light and dark, to do the cup. And I think, let me see how I did the other one. I think I did dark around the base. So let me do that first. And I'm going to use the finer tip just to do down at the very bottom. And I actually might do that around the top too. Tack? What's tack? Smoky slate. Yeah, I like the color. It's sort of a more of a blue gray. There's a gray granite too, and that's more just gray. I can't explain it. But I of course like the blue gray better. Because that's me. I like blue. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do here too. Fabri-Tac. Okay. I might have that somewhere in my stash. I'm not sure I do. But that's mostly, isn't that mostly for fabric? Okay, I'm not going to do much else with that. Now, I was watching a different channel earlier, and she was coloring a teapot. But I'm going to try the same with this cup. And she used a dark color. Hers was blue, though, going in from the sides. And then I'll do the handle dark, too. And I just went off a little bit. Now, the first time I did this, and then she used the light, sort of went over it and into the center. But I'm trying to go fast, and I'm probably not getting it. And then just one layer in the center here. Sort of make it have the effect of light, but I didn't do it very well. Anyway, and then I'm just going to do a light down here. Anyway, there's our cup. Zip dry. I never heard of, I don't think I heard of zip dry. Not as runny as 1, 2, 3, or is it 3, 2, 1? I don't know. I don't have that either. Anyway, okay, so there's our quick coloring done. So now we're going to just glue that down. I'm not going to bump that up. And see, you do have to, you can't just do this right on the card front because it will go through. Zip dry. I don't know. Now, a while back, Lollipalooza got a glue and said it was like E6000, but without the strong scent. And it was called Best. I have some. Hang on. I'll show you. I don't know if she still likes it or sells it. Oh, I do have Zip Dry still in the package. And I have, this is the one Lollipalooza had. It was Better Ultimate Adhesive. So, but that's more like this E6000 substitute. I would use that for doing, I don't know, you know, if you like jewelry stuff or metal or something. Fabri-Tac is stinky. Beacon 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll have to try that too. It's another one to add to my list. Okay, so this now, I'm going to try and bump up around this to make it look like it's indented. Let me put my pin in and get my mini dimensionals. I think I haven't had problems with my hands bothering me, but I think I'm getting arthritis because they're hurting today. They are hurting. And it might be because I went out and the weather is so crazy. Yesterday we had almost 5 inches of snow and ice on top of it. And then today it's 51 degrees and sunny. You can pretty much go out with a lightweight jacket on, but I had to go out and clear ice off my car still and part of my driveway because it was not melting fast enough, you know. And my son just left for work a little bit ago, so he shoveled yesterday, so I figured I'd clean the cars off, which I did. But it's like, maybe that's why my hands are hurting, because I was, you know, pulling clumps of ice off the windshield. I don't know. Hi, Clay. Yeah, I wasn't, I don't always do lives on Thursdays because other people have lives on Thursdays, but I just thought instead of doing a video that I'd have to edit and everything with Paper Pumpkin, I'd just do a live. It's easier. The only thing I'm worried about is I do get a lot of views usually on my Paper Pumpkin alternates, and I don't know if I will when it's a live replay, but we'll see. We shall see. So I really like this kit. It's different because it's like real photographs, but it's also a little hard to figure out what to do with some of those real photographs. So I have some more projects after this one, but I wanted to use the stamp set here. So both of these were part of the stamp set for this month's Paper Pumpkin. Really nice. Nice, cheerful sentiments. The polka dotted frame. Yeah. Now, if I can get it on exactly around this other little one, the frame again, and what I stamped on here is from the Stitch Season framelits, which are currently in the clearance rack of Stampin' Up. And they are available still as of an hour before this live. I double checked. Otherwise, I would not be showing you this. Most likely. All right, let's see if we can get it lined up. Over. There we go. So we have stitching on the inner part, stitching around that, and then stitching around the outer part. And then we have our little bow. Let me get rid of these little papers. Did you see my video right before the live, Clay? Yay, Paige. Okay, Kat, that's fine. Yes, I have to get to the post office tomorrow morning, too, to get Donna and Patty Hoyt's cards out from the live the other night. I did get them posted up on my blog, by the way, so all the supplies that we used for the 2 cards Tuesday are out there, as well as the dimensions and instructions. So, and the blog link is listed below, but it's not too hard to remember. It's debhouxcraftycottage.blogspot.com. Well, that's good, Clay. Now, I could put, that glue is showing through. Thank goodness it dries clear. I could put one of the Paper Pumpkin Kit blings in, which is what I did on this one. But I have these faceted gems, and there's a purple one. I might just use that. It's actually Blackberry Bliss, but you know what? Oh well. Let's just try that and see. And this is my Take Your Pick tool. Actually, it's Stampin' Up's Take Your Pick tool, but I use it all the time. Yes, this bow is in the Stitch Season framelits kit, or not kit, die set also that's on clearance, and I cut it out 3 times, twice in mint macaroon, which is one of the coordinating papers with this month's Paper Pumpkin, and once out of a pattern paper, which was a little bit lighter floral. Now, also on this one, I put thin strips of fresh fig because it was just such a stark white card base, but I don't feel like I want to do that on this one because it's got that zigzaggy design. So I think what I'm going to do is just put a couple more of these around, maybe smaller ones. And I have to watch because this row is basic black and then Blackberry Bliss. And maybe I'll do them in the mint. I think I'll do a couple in the mint. The mint. We'll put one here. And maybe we'll put a bigger one over here. And down here, over here. I think over here. Yeah, isn't that cute? That was the Paper Pumpkin stamp. came in the paper pumpkin kit that Stamp did, along with a bunch of other stuff. Will be used in some of the center. The rest of it's mostly sentiments, but there's a couple background designs too that are really cute. And then on the inside, we have a little more stamping to do. I had put can do incredible things. Now this is on here because remember I said this was the window one that I was going to use on Tuesday night and I didn't. But I had to cover up how I did this on here because it didn't look right. But now we're going to do this. So we need can do incredible things out of here. So it says you can do incredible things. Yes, mixing colors is okay. And I'm going to use this skinny little block. Put it on. This is the G block in the Stampin' Up block sets. Or block purchases. I have trouble with these long sentiments getting them straight sometimes. So yes, I should use my Stamparatus, but oops, I did the wrong one. But I don't feel like it right now. We might do it with something else. Okay. So we're just tap, tap, tap. And again, I'm going to put it over, like I did the other one, over to the side a little, to the left. There we go. Beautiful. But it looks too plain, right? So we're not done yet. We are going to take this little flower and we're going to stamp. Where's my scrap? That's all right. We'll just go for it. We're going to stamp one there and one over here. And they don't have to be perfect because, again, flowers are not perfect. Well, they are. They're perfectly natural. Oops. Hey, guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, please. Help my channel so I can keep bringing you these videos. Now we're going to close up the Crush Fig, which actually, I really kind of like that color. It's like a neutral purple, which I like because I'm not a big purple girl. And honestly, I wasn't real big on this mint macaroon color either, to be honest with you, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Now we're going to go here in the middle with mint macaroon. And that is about it. That's true, Brandy. Good point. Yeah, don't mix. Oh my gosh, my mother called me this morning and I told her I wasn't going to come until Sunday, but she's having an issue and her laundry basket is full again. I was just there on Monday, right, and got all her laundry. So I said, no, I wasn't planning on coming today. But she said, some of my are you washing everything together? And I said, well, sometimes I have to soak some of your things. And then sometimes I do them all together. It just depends on how big the load is. Because some of my things aren't looking white. So, well, remember, I have well water too. Anyway, we had a long conversation about laundry. And my mother drives me a little nuts that way. Anyway. Now with my own stuff, yes, I separate everything, but she usually only has one load of wash, but I have to soak half of it, and ugh, it's a pain. Yeah, you gotta love them. It's a love-hate relationship with mine, I can tell you. Has been since I was young. Okay, I'm going to use one of these little purple ones instead of that shiny one like I had last time. And I'm just going to put it right. Yep, not on the word, not on the word. Move over. You have to be careful because you can tear the paper. Oops, yeah, the glue got there. Okay, there we go. Now we just have to glue it down. And these, by the way, are the faceted dots. They're in the annual catalog. Basic Black, Blackberry Bliss, Blackberry Bliss, Grapefruit Grove, and Mint Macaron. So that's the colors in them. They went with some other thing. And then we're just going to put this in here. And I'm just going to glue it down. But my mom is 90, so I guess I'll, you know, grin and bear it. This is how I spend my retirement, my early retirement. And crafting fills in the gaps, which is thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. I'm better off right now than I was a year ago because I was having to drive 40 minutes to go to her house 2 or 3 times a week. So now she's 15 minutes away, and a lot of what I was having to do, other people are helping to do, but we're paying for it too. So there's our first, well, really our second alternate. The first one was this one, which I didn't really, it wasn't a big alternate. It was just stamping background on the fresh fig paper, putting a piece of mint macaron, using a little bow and some of the bling from the kit. I forgot to show you the inside. Isn't that pretty? Hi, Patricia. Thank you for coming by. So here what I did on this one was a piece of mint macaron. This was a scrap piece of white. I used the detailed trio punch. And then I did that sponge technique using the fresh fig all around the edges like we did on the live the other night with Pool Party. And then I stamped in Mint Macaron Are Beautiful. And this is one of the little background flower dies. Not dies, stamps out of the paper pumpkin kit. Looks like that. Really cute. So I really like how that came out. And then that's the front. So that one we're not doing together, but that was an alternate. And I'll put pictures somewhere, maybe on my Facebook page and in my blog, but I don't know when they'll go up. Sometime between now. Hi, Jennifer, Crafty House Kitty Jen. Yeah, that's probably true, Brandy. I'm sure I drive my daughter nuts, although I think it's gotten better. I think when she was younger, yeah. Okay, so that was the first 2 alternates. Then the next thing I did is I did a sort of a shaker tag, but I wasn't real happy with it, so I changed it up a little bit how we're going to do it. This is just a piece of mint macaron. I stamped in mint macaron on color, tone on tone, the big U, and then I put You're the Reason I Smile Today in the fresh fig. This is a piece of the paper that came out of the kit. It's the one that's on this card, and I cut it in a strip. I think this way, slightly smaller. This is a 2-inch wide tag, and I use the what is this thing called? Scallop tag topper punch. A really pretty tag topper. And then the pattern paper, though, I just used the rounder on the avalanche. They weren't my heat gun. I used the corner rounder on the detailed trio punch, but if you have the 1, 2, 3 punch board or any corner rounder, you can do that. And I just rounded it. The vellum is from the paper pumpkin as well. I'm just going to leave my heat gun down there because I don't think we're going to use that. Okay, so what I didn't like is this is just glued down, and it doesn't have a lot of movement, just a little bit. No, I didn't use. This is the vellum that came in the paper pumpkin kit, Clay. There was a couple pieces of, let me show you. I think I have another one of heavy vellum. So I'm just trying to do alternates from the kit. And this is what came. It's like a thick, not quite see-through vellum. But what I'm going to do this time, I started to do it so that we'd have a little bit of prep work done. So I cut the piece, And I have it on mint macaron, but I goofed up. So, because I put these foam strips on, thinking it'd give me more room for the sequins, but then I couldn't fit the top into the tag topper. So we're going to back it on black because I didn't have any more long pieces of mint macaron. We're going to put then we're going to put the sequins in. And then this is not rounded. And we're going to put the vellum on square. So it's going to be a little different. Yes, it's very good, thick vellum. So let me glue this on first of all. I don't really like this one as well, what I did, but I'm just going to finish it. So, oops, you know what? I should do it on here, right? It kind of is too squarish. I also did go around the edges of the foam with mint macaron marker, not the alcohol marker, the dye ink based Stampin' Up markers, which look like this. I think this is the one. Yes. And these are double-ended. These are dye ink based. So there's a writing tip, which is nice for your planners, and a drawing tip. So I love them. I have they come in a kit right now. Yeah, I thought the black went nice with it. There's a little bit of black in it, and the black was one of the coordinating colors, they said. So, you know, it works. Now, let me get the sequins. I don't really have Stampin' Up matchy sequins to go with it. They have two kind of sequins. They have these iridescent sequins, but I don't want to use those. I want to use the metallics. They have metallics because they're sort of black and silver and stuff in there. So we're just going to put a couple of them in. Oh, and I did a few more than I put in the other one too. I did go on the inside with my embossing buddy, just wiped it down on the inside to try and get the sticky off the sides of the foam tape. And the foam tape is these foam adhesive strips. They come in long strips. These are by Stampin' Up as well. They're in the online or in the annual catalog. Hope I didn't put everybody asleep. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Tanisha. So while I'm peeling these off, a couple things. February is coming to a close next week, guys. So if you want anything in February, now's the time to get it. A couple things have just recently sold out as part of the occasions and celebration. You know, those wooden butterfly elements, they are no longer available. The good news is I have an extra pack and they'll be one of my giveaways. Another thing that sold out is that it's called Parcel Something card kit, and I actually think I have an extra one of that too. So those will be, thank you. Except I just shook it and got some of the sequins up on the sticky part. Okay, there we go. So now I just have to try and get this down straight. Not my best thing to get things on straight. Up a little bit. There we go. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Well, Paige, I have a little basket of extra things I got with my purchases. So that is one of them. And another thing is in March, you know, a lot of the die sets are going to be available that go with some of the celebration things that are available now, but the die sets are coming in March 1st. Kathleen Merkovich Robinson is having an online party for me. And she's already done a video announcing it, but you can't order yet because it won't start till March 1st, and she'll have a special host code. So if you'd like anything, and maybe you could, you know, buy from through Kathleen in March, and that'll help her and also help me. So, and we'll give prizes and stuff. I just haven't decided yet what they will be. And I do have a lot of, I don't need that much, do I? Just need about to here. I put fresh fig on the last time, but I'm just going to put some of the twine that came in the kit on this time. And then we have to figure out how we're going to stamp anything on this. Yeah, Jennifer, it is cool. I'm so happy she's doing that, you know, having a party. So that actually will be my first party. You know, other than the host code that it's not really a party, it's just a host code every month. But yeah, be my first party. So that's the second tag. I'm not really fond of the squareness of it. Now I have to figure out what to do on the back. I could, I can see if I have a little circle. I know what, a stitched rectangle with that on maybe will work, right? Or let's see what we have that came with the kit. That won't fit. I think we'll use a stitched rectangle. Oops. Where are they? Okay, these are the rectangle stitch dies. Okay. Oops. And we need kind of a skinny one. Oops. That'll be big enough for that sentiment. So maybe this one. Let's see. I think that'll work. I think I'll put a white piece here and then just stamp on that. Let's see. Scrap piece of white paper. I go through white paper like crazy. Oh, you know what? I have this white scrap. Ooh, it'll fit. Yay. Yeah, I have the white chalk marker. And you know what? I love this white chalk marker. It works really well. It does. It works really well. They also have a white, Whisper White, sorry for my arm, Stampin' pad. Not as crazy about that, but I love the marker. That's my opinion. That's all. That's all. That marker, though, it shows up. I use it on the back of cards sometimes when I have to sign my name. If it's a black or dark card base. I'm just using the machine. Sorry, I'm off camera, but my big kick. I get a kick out of my big kick. So we're going to talk about songs again today. Now, someone told me they had a problem with these rectangle framelits tearing the corners. I only had that ever happen once, but if you have that problem, use wax paper in between the framelit and your paper, and it should be just fine. Okay, so where's my You're the Reason? You're the Reason. I could stamp on the front with, what do you call that, Stays On, but I'd probably mess it up, so I'm not going to do that. So I think I'm going to faintly do Mint Macaron, the big U. So we have that same effect. I need a piece of scrap. See? U. We won't put quite so many U's on there. That was kind of... some of them are going to be off, and that's okay. It's kind of what I want. We'll do another one on. Boop. And one more sort of off. I'll go over a little bit. There we go. Hi, Patty. Thanks for joining us again. I'm going to mail your card tomorrow. I put the instructions and the supply list out on my blog at debhousecraftycottage.blogspot.com. So it's out there. That was from Tuesday, guys. This is paper pumpkin time. And we're just doing the back of a tag. And these are all, paper pumpkins always photopolymer clay, just in case you're interested. Oh, and March is paper pumpkin, by the way. If you're not signed up, you should. Because it's $19.95 a month, including the shipping. But if you have tax in your area, that would be extra. $19.95 a month. You get a stamp set like this size every month, but it's always different. And then you also get, in March, an extra stamp set that's going to be larger than this. I don't know how big, and I don't know what it'll be yet. But so there's going to be 2 stamp sets in the March paper pumpkin kit, because they're celebrating their 6-year anniversary. So paper pumpkin's been around for 6 years now. That's pretty cool. I actually just learned about it last year. maybe the year before, but I just started getting it last year when I became a demonstrator. So there's the back. You're the reason I smiled today, and it has a lot of you on it. And there's the front of this one. And then this was the first one I made, which was a little flatter dimensionally, which I kind of like that better, but this one shakes better. And the back looks okay. They're both cool, right? So there's our second. Patty, they usually are. Sometimes they're a project. Like the February one was little pillow boxes for Valentine's Day, but you didn't have to use them for Valentine's if you didn't want to. And I did some alternates with cards, but I think probably March's will be a card kit, but I'm not positive. Yeah, I mean, Stampin' Up! Is mostly about cards. And I do a lot of cards, but I also like to venture into other things. All right, so this was our third project, really. Let me see what my next one is. Okay, the next one, I don't have a sample to show you. I was just playing around. And this is what we're going to do. I actually could play around even more. I have some more extra pieces, but I'm kind of out of time. I have other stuff I have to do. So this is the hang on. This is the card front that they gave us in the kit that looks like that. But what I did is I fussy cut around, and I hate fussy cutting. I really wish I had a brother scan cut. But anyway, I fussy cut around the tops of the plants. Oops, I have a little thing there. And anyway, and then this paper is not in the kit. This is from, oops, because I was looking for paper that had mint macaron in it, and I came up with these 3 pieces. This is from the Nature's Poem paper in the annual catalog. So this is mint macaron, and it's got like a sort of a burlappy texture in the background. I don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, the succulents are nice. They're the February paper pumpkin. I don't know that they have any more available. So this has mint macaron in it too, but I wasn't really feeling the leaves. Anyway, so I picked this one. But on the back of that one, oops, no I didn't. I'm sorry. I picked this one, but on the back of it is this stripe. And I thought I'd go with the stripe. Yes, it's very pretty paper. It's called Nature's Poem. It's got a lot of leaves and stuff. And then just these kind of patterns on the back. So that goes really well with the mint macaron, which is one of the matching colors. And this is one of the card bases out of the kit. So this, of course, is 5.5 by 4.25. So it's really, you know, the 8.5 folded in half is 4.25 inches, and then this is 5.5. So this goes in 1/8 of an inch, and then this goes in 1/4 of an inch all the way around. And I'm going to glue those together. And see, there's the other side. I could use that too, but it would be too busy. So we're going to use the stripes this time. And I'm not a big stripe person, but these little stripes are okay. In fact, one piece that I have left in this kit to use that I'm not crazy about is the black striped paper or card base. And I did watch a couple other videos and people made tags with them on stuff. Yeah, I like the black too. And I think the next one, no, we have one more after this one, so I'm trying to do them sort of quick. But I know other people have lives tonight. I don't know. Donna Jackson usually goes live at 7, but she hasn't been well, so I don't know if she's doing it or not. And then Kat goes live. I thought she went live at 7 also, but she said 8:30. So be sure to check them out too. Kat's big into, she's Perfectly Imperfect craft. She does a lot of junk journaling and journaling. Okay. So that's our mats, and then I just thought I would glue this down here in this corner. And then I had one of these. These came in the kit. These little, too much stuff here. These little flags, and they're white on the back. But I took one of the designs, which I don't know what I did with now. Here it is. It's like little diamonds. I don't know if you can see that there. And I just did 3 on the top, and then I angled it and did the bottom. And I had this tiny little piece left over from the tag stuff we just did. So I stuck that on there, and we'll just put that on the top. Now, I haven't decided on a sentiment yet for this, but I thought we would put one on. So let me get these down first, and then we'll figure out the sentiment. Oh, bye, Jackie. Thanks for coming over and hanging out with us. Jackie makes beautiful cards too, by the way. As does Paige. I'll tell you what, naming these colors, some of these colors, it's like a tongue twister because they're similar. You know, they have the same, start with the same letters and stuff. Ugh. Anyway. And I don't know, I have to think about this a minute, if I'm going to put a bow up there. So let's figure out our sentiment before I put that down. So let's get one of these long strippy things. Does that look good? I don't know. Or maybe we'll just do a little, maybe we'll do a little something, something like that. I think the little one's better on this card, actually. Or I have another little piece of this stuff. I could do that over here. Not sure I like that. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. I appreciate that. Nope, that's not going to work. Or I could take another one of these. Ooh, I think I like that, actually. Okay, so just play around with what you have. Now we have to figure out what we're going to put on that. We have, what's this one? That is, and we don't want the Can Do Anything. Can Do Incredible Things because we just used that. Or wonderful. Thank you. Or beautiful. Maybe we just put another big U on it and then stamp a sentiment on the inside. Yeah, maybe we do that. So, will the big U fit on there? Where did I put that? I just put it. No, that won't fit on there. Yeah. Huh. Well, another option, I didn't glue that down yet. I could get a little round white circle or something. This is too big, but, and I don't want to put, they have one in here, life is tough, but so are you, but I don't want to use that. Oh, thank you. There's a thank you. That won't work on this skinny little thing, but you would do the little one. Had to bring in math. Parallelogram, yeah. Well, I don't know, because thank you is not going to fit on these. You know what I could do maybe? Thank you will fit on the back of this green one. And then do, maybe I could have this sticking out here. No, where's the one of those big? Is this the parallelogram? Oh gosh. So I could do that and stamp thank you, and then have some little flowers on there. Oh, stay there. I think I like that. And then I can put one of those little flowers on either end or something. Yeah, the little one, but I didn't know what sentiment to put on it. The Are Beautiful fits on. Oh shoot, I just lost my big stamp. Hang on, guys. Trouble in Paradise. It went in the trash bin, but I found it. Yay! And the other one is Can Do Beautiful Things, Incredible Things. All right, I'm going with thank you. All right, so we're going to do that in mint macaroon, actually. I should be outside walking or something. It's, you know, since it's 50 degrees, but still a little slip slidey in certain spots. Well, it shows up all right. It'll do. Not perfectly centered like I'd like it, but well. I'm just cleaning my stamp on my chamois. Now, I think I will use that little flower, though, in Fresh Fig. Hi, Tina. Thanks for coming over. This is what used to be, you used to be Tina starting over, right? I get all mixed up. Everybody keeps changing their channel names. Cool, I remembered. Thank you for coming over. Well, it's not really cold today here. Yesterday it was. Yesterday we had 3 to 5 inches of snow, depending on exactly what area you were in, and ice. And it was no more than 30 something outside. All right, do I want to pop anything up? I think I'm going to go like that and pop that up. So that's true. You're not starting over anymore. Tina is an excellent crafter too. Everybody on here is an amazing crafter, but she does a lot of stuff actually, like journals also, and books, you know, traveler's notebooks. And I don't know, what are you working on lately, Tina? I know she's on a design team, but I can't remember what the name of it is. So go check out her channel too. Check out everybody's channels that makes videos. Oh, I need one more. Full sun and not too cold. Oh, you're on the coast. And then poor Paige Stamp Girl's up there in Minnesota buried in snow. My granddaughters have been, you know, we keep getting these little bits of snow and then it melts right away. So they've had off from school, but it hasn't been a, oops, you're working on a snippet. Ooh. It hasn't been a big enough snow for them to go out and like make snow angels and snowmen and stuff like that ever. So they're all disappointed and everything. And I'm just ready to be done with winter. Of course, then I'll be complaining about what last year. I think we went right from winter into summer and didn't really have much, maybe 2 weeks of spring. And I don't like that either. So anyway, that's just me. And Florida would be great in the winter time, but I would have to move north in the summer again. I think I'm going to bump this up too. So where are we at time-wise? 4 o'clock. Okay, well, we have one more card after this one. We're doing Paper Pumpkin Kit, which is Stampin' Up's monthly kit, alternates for those that might have come in late. And at the end, I'll show you all of them, including the way they were supposed to be made. Yeah, they're a lot of fun, Jennifer. So if you can scrounge up $20, $23, whatever it would be for you, that would be good. What did Clay say? Revolving. Now, Clay, I started over twice from 2 different marriages, and I'm not revolving anymore. Sorry. No more marriages for me. Sorry, guys. I get so envious sometimes of everybody that's had these wonderful marriages that last forever. And I've had a 5-year one and a 16-year one, and that's it. I'm not trying it anymore. So I just go out on dates and have a man friend to do stuff with sometimes, and that's it. Okay, so that's just a thank you card, and I don't think I'm going to do the inside on this one. I could put a little flower or two, but I don't want to do that right now. I'm not even going to put ribbon on that. That turned out pretty cute, right? Okay, Patty, thanks for stopping by and watching. So I'll just recoup real quick what we've done so far, and then I have one more card. These are the ones as made per the kit. There's that one, this one, and this one. This one's my least favorite. I love this, but I don't like the black stripes. I don't know why. They just don't do it for me, but I love this one, and I love this one. And then we did shaker tags, and they have "You're the Reason I Smiled Today" on the back. This one shakes better, but this one looks better. And then we colored in the cup with the succulents, which was a stamp in the kit. Used the Stitch Season framelits on here, and this was one of the card bases in the kit. And then on the inside, we did that. And then this one we didn't do together, but this is an alternate also on fresh fig paper, using one of the things in the front, mint macaron paper, fresh fig ribbon, and some of the bling from the kit. And then I shaded the edges of this and used the detailed trio punch. So this is the "You Are Beautiful." And you all are. So now we have one more to do. Let me move this out of the way. And then we did this one. And this is part of the paper from Nature's Poem Designer Series paper in the kit. This was fussy cut. Oops, I almost broke it. This is part of the kit also, one of these green flaggy things, which I stamped one of their designs on, and these are part of the kit. And this black card base is part of the kit as well. And I just added mint macaron paper and some paper from Nature's Poem. Okay, one more, I think. One more, and then I have pieces. So we're going to do something similar to this, I think. This is on mint macaron card base. This gray background is one of the ones they gave us, and I cut it in half. Wait. Am I starting over with what? Yeah. Thank you, Paige. Lucky you, Patty. 42 years. That is awesome. Thank you, Jennifer. Bye, Patty. Have a wonderful day. Anyway, I cut this mat they gave us in half. This is another piece out of the Nature's Poem. And I did a stitched oval. That is part of the Stitch Shapes framelits in the annual catalog, and that's the biggest one here. I stamped and fussy cut this little cup, but I'm not going to fussy cut it again. So you'll see what we're going to do. And then this is that same thing we just used. So this is the big U and our wonderful. Now on this one, I did go and do that technique with this this stamp here with the swirly lines on it, which you can't see real good. And I did use the Stamparatus on that, but I like doing it better just not using the Stamparatus in this case and matching the points up, honestly. So I don't know if we're going to do that because I'm bringing in another thing, which is the Burlap background stamp. And I've already done that. And what I did on here is I put the paper to the stamp. So I took the Mint Macaron ink pad and inked it up, and then this was already folded and I just stuck it on here, rubbed it down, and then pulled it back up, and there's our burlap, tone on tone. And I kind of got that idea because this paper has sort of a burlappy look to it in the background. Now I could still do around the edges, but I don't know. I might do that on the, let's do that on the inside actually, just around the bottom maybe. So let me get that and we'll do that first. I am going to lose my stamps here, guys. Sorry for my arm. Yeah, I do too. I like background stamps. I like little background stamps and big ones, but the burlap, I've had that here. It's in the annual catalog. I've had that in my stash and I have not, that's the first time I used it. I thought, wow, there we go. So that's pretty neat. It's number 143982 if anybody's interested in that. I would love to have any of you as customers if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to go around the edges. And I'm not going to stamp off. I'm just going to do tone on tone. Hope I'm in camera. And photopolymer, it's real easy to line up. Sometimes I get a little crooked, but this one is easy because it has a point on either end. So you just kind of line the points up and it works pretty good. Yeah, I know, Clay. Sorry. Clay can't use the red rubber. He has to use the photopolymer. The thing is, and I know I've said this before, the red rubber actually, I think, does leave better images. I went a little crooked on that one, but it's okay. So there, we have a design across the bottom on the inside of our card. No idea what else I'm going to do on the inside yet, but we'll get there. Okay, so back to the front. We have our burlap. I was planning on still doing this, maybe about there. I was planning on, if I have any more of them left. Uh-oh. Oh, I can use this one. Yep. Stamping the big U and putting it there. I don't want to do this black. I don't like that too much. I think I'll just put bling dots down there. And then instead of the oval, I'd use the stitch shape framelits again, but I did the larger circle. And I thought we just put that here. And I have to color this again. but I'm not going to fussy cut it. That's why I did the circle. I just figured we'd do like that. And then if I can fit the R Wonderful on, we could do a small one, but I think I'm going to do the big one again. Like that. I kind of like that other way around, maybe. Oh, it's the same. Oops. This is the one. There we go. No. Okay, Deb. This way. I'm directionally challenged sometimes. Although, I'm the only one in my family that can find their way around a city or something. Yeah, I used to travel a lot, so. And then I think I still will stamp some little flowers. I also don't want to use this bow. This bow is no longer available, but it's in Fresh Fig. It was in these kits that were in the clearance, bitty bows, but they're not in the clearance anymore. I'll use the Fresh Fig ribbon or something. And I was thinking I could bring in this flax ribbon because it's sort of burlappy in texture and put it over here. I might do that. That's a lot going on. Is that too much going on? Deb is talking to herself again. Hello, hello. Is it too much going on if I do all that on this card? That's the question. Like, is it too busy with all this stuff going on? I'm going to stamp the big U like that on it and R Wonderful across here and color in the cup. You don't think so, Tina? Oh, I maybe can. So get rid of that, stamp the U here, and maybe stamp a little flower up there. That would work. All right, I'm going to do that first. Then I'm going to color the cup. You know, and one thing I like about the paper pumpkin, for me, it challenges me to use colors I normally would not use, because I have to say these are not my favorite colors. This mint macaron, the fig I like, but I don't necessarily like it with this mint color. But it works. It's just not, it wouldn't be my first choice of colors, right? You know? It looks great to you, the way it was, or stamping on the card. I'm going to stamp on the card because I haven't tried that yet. I'll try different stuff. And then I'll put a little flower up there. So we're going to put the U on there in the Fresh Fig up straight. There we go. It works. And then we're going to put this little flower in Fresh Fig up there in the corner. I like it. I'm going to put another little flower over in this corner where the burlap ends. They're kind of squishy, but it's okay. Okay, now on with the show. On with the show. I think you guys all went to a party somewhere else. I don't remember if I cleaned that. Okay. Now the next thing is to put this down. So we're just going to glue that down nice and flat. And right about there. Okay, now we have to color. Ugh. Well, actually, we can put this down, but we'll do that after we color. Okay, so let me get the same colors out again. Mint macaron first. We're going to do the light first again. Yeah. Do you give the cards out, Deb, after you have made them, or do you just keep them? Jennifer, usually I hang on to them and send them either as thank yous or when people place orders with me, I send them a card or 2 or 3, depending on how much they ordered. But Tuesday night I was in a giving mood, and I gave Patty Hoyt's getting one of the cards I made Tuesday night, and Donna Jackson was sick. She said during the live to maybe you could just turn that into a get well card and send it to me. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. But it's just a card. But and then sometimes they go out in challenges. You know, like I'm making birthday cards also at the moment because there's a couple challenges going on for memory decks and birthday cards and stuff. So I'm working on them, and they'll go out. And they'll be made with Stampin' Up products too, but I won't show those until the people get them. Oops. This is dark mint macaroon. I just used the light. These are the Stampin' Blend alcohol markers. And I'm not the best, like I've said before, at coloring, but I'm just trying to get a little bit of different coloring in here. We'll go up in the middle of that one a little bit and a little bit along this, just on the edge, and then we'll bring the light back in. Yay, Cat's back. We'll recap at the end. We're on the last card. We're making one that's sort of like this, but not quite. Because I changed up the background and did a burlap background on it. And, you know, I had to change everything, try different stuff. And at some point, I'll put these up on my blog too, but I don't know when, because I have to switch gears and get working on some projects for some collabs I'm in, or they're gonna not be done on time, which would be a really bad thing because I'll get kicked out of the collab if that happens. So that would be bad. I like doing collabs though, because you can send this stuff to people if you want to, but you don't have to. You know, you make stuff because the shipping costs are just getting so outrageous. Not that I don't like to send stuff to you guys, but it gets pretty expensive. Cards, not so bad. Welcome. Okay. That would be, yeah, getting kicked off the collab would be bad. Oh, that's good, Cat. I'm glad you got your mojo back too. You have 3 swaps and 2 design team projects. Wow. I'm not on a design team, but this is enough to doing this Stampin' Up. It's like being on a design team, I guess. It's just constant. But I like it. It's fun. Challenges me. Sure beats what I used to do in my past life as far as fun factor. Okay, so did I use the wrong one? I did. That was the dark smoky slate, and I was supposed to use the black, which I have out and didn't realize. Okay, let's go over that with the black. I got a little bit on the leaf. Yeah, but even that, Clay, the flat rate boxes are great, but they went up too. And if you are in a couple challenges or giveaways and they're all $7.65, and before you know it, you're You know, I have spent $150 on nothing but shipping in a month, and I can't do that. You too, Brandy? Yeah. Oh, sorry you've been sick. Aw, you grandbaby. Yeah, see, 25 bucks for 4 packages, and I'm on a limited fixed income, which is my own income out of my savings. So, you know, I can't spend that every month. It's not in the budget. So, I kind of cut back on doing a lot of challenges, so I apologize to everybody, but I'm doing a couple because they're just a card and a memory dex card kind of thing. And I can handle that, you know, a first class envelope. But the problem with those is there's not tracking all the time. So that's a little disturbing. This is the, what is this? This is the dark smoky slate I'm using now. And I'm not doing any shading with it at the moment. Just doing the cup rim and the base down here. I'll do both bases this time. And the reason I used the smoky slate is I thought it went with the gray here. Yeah, some challenges are, you know, Charlize's Crafty Corner sent me that loaded bag, and it was beautiful, and I like doing stuff like that and sending them to people, but the shipping is nuts. You know, because some of those, you have to put them in something that's going to cost like $14, $15 now. I don't know. They just went up. I'm not sure what the rates are now. They used to be $14.65 for a medium flat rate, so they don't get crushed. And, you know, you do a couple of those a month, it adds up. So, anyway, but I try to do them when I can, but I just can't do as many as I used to. So I'm trying to do more collabs and stuff instead. And just help out once in a while with challenges and Happy Mail. Okay, now this is the light smoky slate. I'm just going to try and bring in the sides and leave a little spot there that looks like, hopefully that makes it look a little round. I don't know. No clue what I'm doing. I don't have the right angles and stuff to get the light, you know, how you're supposed to. But I'll work on it. It's practice. Okay, so I used the two smoky slates, dark and light. I do like the Stampin' Up blends because I can handle matching two colors up that go with each other to blend them. You're looking for a new collab to be a part of. Happy Mail Stamper Joanne is starting one, Brandy. It's called the Happy Mail Collab, but you don't have to send anything anywhere. Deb Hendrick. Hi, Deb. What's this tracking number for? A memory dex is a Rolodex, yes. Only it's usually about 4 inches by 4 inches or 3 by 4 inches. You know, if I go to my post office, it's a small little post office, and I love going there because the longest line, I think, has been 3 people, and it's been great. And if I get the lady, she's always nice, and the one guy in there is always nice too, and they kind of know me now. But I can't always go there. Sometimes I have to go to a different post office that's on the way to where my mom is, just to make good use of my time. And that one is a bigger post office. The people are okay, but they're not as friendly. But the line is like 20 people long usually. I just, ugh. Oh, Deb, you gotta stop doing that, sweetie. I am already in debt to you because you sent me such a beautiful embellishment box. You shouldn't be spending that much on shipping and stuff all the time either. Deb Hendrick is a real sweetheart, guys. You need to check out her channel if you're not already subbed. And she's had a rough time, some, you know, off and on here. What's her name? You should make videos, Clay. I'm on my laptop and I bought a Logitech HD 1080p. It doesn't do too bad. I just plug it into my laptop. My phone is a smartphone, but it's not very smart lately. You just had a birthday. That was in January. Hi, Bambi. Welcome. We're getting a whole crew here now. Okay. Yeah, Tina's here. The Happy Mail Challenge. Yes, that's what it's called, Brandy. So what it is, because, you know, she started off as the Happy Mail Swapper or something like that on Facebook, and then she changed her channel name to Happy Mail Stamper because she's in my downline. She's in Stampin' Up too. And anyway, but she still likes to do Happy Mail. So she thought if she does a collab where everybody makes a piece of Happy Mail, like pocket letters or embellishments or whatever you want to do, and then you show them like a collab and hop along. So that's what it is. And then it's up to you if you want to send it to somebody. What am I working on? I am working on Paper Pumpkin alternative cards for the February kit. And at the end, I'll show you all the ones. We're on the last one. I'm working on a card similar to this one, but I did it a little different. I used a background stamp. This piece of gray was out of the Paper Pumpkin kit. So were these stamps. This paper is out of the Nature's Poem paper, designer series paper from Stampin' Up. Has some pretty leaf patterns and other patterns and things, but this color happens to be mint macaron, which goes with the theme of the Paper Pumpkin, which is succulents. This stamp set is out of the Paper Pumpkin kit, and all these sentiments and little flowers are too. This is out of the Stitch Shapes framelits. It's the larger 2 circles, and then I stamped the cup on. And I'm getting ready to figure out whether I want to bump that up on dimensionals and stamp a sentiment on here, which says, "Are wonderful." You are wonderful. You all are wonderful. Okay, cool, Bambi. Bam, I sent you a tracking number. Yeah, I saw that. 13 packages. Deb, we were just talking about how crazy shipping is, and there you are sending 13 packages. Deb has such a good heart. I'll tell you what. I don't have half the heart of Deb. So sorry about that, everybody. Okay, what I do with my wonderful. Our wonderful. Here we are. I don't need that or that. I just need the Our Wonderful. Nope, that says Our Beautiful. Oh, there's the Our Wonderful. Okay, hang on. I can put it on the long thing. You are wonderful to me. Thank you, Deb. You're going to alter a box. Oh, that's cool. I have some altering of some stuff to do myself, but I can't talk about that before Sunday. Okay, I got that on pretty good. Yay me. I get so excited when I stamp it good. All right, and now we need that little flower thing again. Here it is. I like these little flowers. Can you tell? I use them more than the other stuff. Am I even in frame? Sort of, kind of. Okay. All Debs are good. Well, Deb, you were having some D-stashes too. So if you hadn't seen her D-stashes, check them out. Okay, decision time again. Here we go. I don't know if I want to bump that up or just bump this up or not bump any of them up. So this goes like this. I don't think I'm going to bump any of them up, actually, because I think it'll get too bulky. So I'm just going to glue this down. We still have 2 D-stashes, so go on over to our channel and check out our D-stashes, guys. Buy from each other. And buy from me. Buy from me. Stampin' Up. And probably in around the June time frame, I will probably have some D-stash of retired Stampin' Up products. Might be July. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how much I really want to get rid of and how much I want to keep of the retired stuff. And maybe some other non-Stampin' Up things too. But that's not going to be till June or possibly July. Hi, Joey. Mix lot and the stamps. Cool. Okay, so this we're going to put about here, which is up a little higher than I had it the first time. And then I do think I'll put a bow, but out of not that little bitty bow. It sticks up too much. I think I'll do, oops. Oh, I was going to do this. I don't think I'm going to do this. I don't know. It adds texture. I think I'll do that after all. Oh my gosh. A little bit about there. This is the, what is this stuff called? Flax ribbon? Flax ribbon, 5/8 inch. It's in the Occasions catalog. I like it because it has a lot of texture. And I have a few stray glue dots here I need to use. So I'm going to put them down on the paper here. Oops, I got it over a little bit. One there. That didn't go. And one down here. Glue dots stick really well to humans too. They're out of your punch. Is that the Butterfly Gala punch? I mean, Butterfly Duo. That's supposed to come back in the annual catalog in June. Cat. It's just they ran out of it in the back order because of the Chinese New Year was taking too long. It would take them too long to get it. But that's coming back. And the other one that's coming back is that cake punch, but I never had that. Now, something that did just run out also is these, but I have a set, an extra set for a giveaway sometime, not today. But I had said that I'll have to go over that again soon, but probably not in this live. I have some things I said I would give away for orders this month, which I will. And depend on the level of the order. So I have a class, which page I know I still owe you the PDF also. So the class is free with a $25 order and any order above that, or you can get it. It's 4 other cards using the Needlepoint Nook Suite, and you get an unlisted video, which you'll have access to, with full instructions. It's pretty long, like an hour and a half long for 4 cards. Because you know me, I don't do anything fast. And also you'll get a PDF, which I had to figure out where I saved that to because I misplaced it, but I'll find it or do it over and get that to the people that need it now. So that's that. And now we're just going to stamp. I don't know if I want to stamp any more of those little flowers since I might put one here. And then I will put some of these blings on, just bling it up a little. Cat is perfectly imperfect crafts, Deb. Slow and steady wins the race. I hope so. And for those that didn't hear, Kathleen Merkovich Robinson is having a Stampin' Up! Party with me starting March 1st. She put a video up on it yesterday. You can't order till March 1st because I have to get her a host code, and I'm not going to do it until March 1st. That way, if she wants to extend her party through the end of March, she can. Let's see. I do want to put another little flower just right here, I think. But I'm just going to have it be lonely this time. I think that's all I'm going to do, except for some bling. The last time I put more of those little flowers on, but I have them in the corners this time because I used that burlap background stamp instead. Okay, so bling. Let me unbury the bling, and then we'll do a recap because it's been a while. These came in the kit, but I think I'm going to use a dab of glue. I'm going to put one right about here. I just sort of randomly pick where I think they'll look good. And I'm going to put one over here. And if anybody is interested in becoming a demonstrator, I'd love to talk to you about that. You get a 20% discount after you get your starter kit. And it goes up depending on if you get promoted, you'll get a bigger discount. And you can just be in it for being a hobbyist. There is a minimum amount you have to buy or sell each quarter. It's not real high. But it depends on how much, you like to spend on crafty goodness, or if you have lots of customers. I don't do home parties like some people do. I'm strictly online. So motivation. What time is it here? It's 4:40. Yeah, okay. Okay, Kat, here's your motivation. You have to have your desk cleaned off for your live tonight. By the time I get done here, clean up my desk and get dinner cooked and eaten, okay? Should I put any other bling on, or is that enough? I'm kind of leaning towards that's enough. There's our finished card. Okay, so I have all these stamps I had to put away and all this stuff. So this was the sample, and this is the one we ended up with. I did not like this black wrapped around here, so I didn't do that. And Paige had the idea of just stamping on the background, and I love that because they've got enough stuff going on over here. So I think it came out really cute. So thank you all for watching that, and then let me bring the other ones up. And then I also want to show you what I have left so I still could keep going. So we did this one together. And I thought that came out. This was from the kit, and we fussy cut all around here, which I did by magic of video before we came on. We put this up here, which has some little stamps on it from the set. And then we did a thank you the same way we just did the Our Wonderful, but on the back of one of these green things. We didn't do anything on the inside. On the inside of this one, actually, I didn't put anything in there yet, but I'll probably put, well, I wouldn't need to, but we did do the bottom border stamp, which is part of the kit too. So that's that one. This is one I did before you guys came on in in Fresh Fig. Again, with that swirly pattern. This from the kit. Fresh Fig ribbon, mint macaron background, some of those blings again, and then inside did that. It says Are Beautiful. They're the detailed trio punch, Fresh Fig, just brushed on with a sponge. So yeah, that's that one. This one we did together. This one I did beforehand. This one we did together. This card came in the kit. It has that swirly background on it in like a light gray. These are Stitch Seasons framelets available in the clearance rack right now. You get 3 sizes of them, so I used 2 on the outside. The bow is also in that kit. And then there's the inside, the smallest one, the medium one, and this is the larger one. And this was done from the larger one with the medium one inside it. So this came out of here, is what I'm trying to say. So it made a frame, and I bumped the frame up on dimensionals and used some of these mint macaron and actually blackberry bliss dots. The bow is layered 3 times, so that's really cute, I think, too. This one I used a lemon lime twist bow just because I already had it cut out, and I colored right on here, where this one I colored on here and then glued it down. Okay, we made these shaky tags. This one I had done ahead of time, doesn't shake as much, but I like the back better. This one I'm not crazy about the square, but it shakes real good. And then You're the Reason I Smile Today. You need some of these? Which ones do you need, honey? And then these 3 were done just the way the kit was supposed to be done. So this is how the kit was intended to be put together. A thank you card. See, this has that swirly background on it too, but that's the one I fussy cut around. Also, I was thinking another idea. There's wood grain in here, so it would be really cool to put some of these, and there's wood grain on this one. They have the wood textures paper. These would be cool on too. Yeah, you got to invest in bling, Clay. Can't make cards without bling. Thank you, everybody. So these 3 are the way the kit was intended to be made. And that is it for my live tonight, guys. So if you want a paper pumpkin kit, remember March's kit is going to have an extra stamp set in and a larger stamp set, $19.95 a month, plus tax if you have tax in your area. The links are always below the video on how you can order them. You have up until March 10th to order a paper pumpkin kit. Think outside the box. If you don't like the colors or you don't like the content, like if you don't like the cards, like for example, I really do not like this card. I don't like big stripes for some reason. So I was playing around with ideas and I didn't like any of them. So I didn't use that one yet. This is the one they did, and it looks okay, but it's not my favorite out of the 3 that they gave us. So I have to figure out what I want to do with this yet. I might make little note cards actually out of it or something, and use a black base on it to cover up some of the stripe, or I don't know yet. I have a bunch of these. I have some bling left. I have a bunch of these flaggy things they gave us left, which I'm going to play around with some. I have the zigzaggy, oh shoot, every time, right? And that's another one of those prank calls. Sorry, scared the daylights out of me. A pocket. Yeah, maybe. Although I saw somebody else do that, so I don't like to copy. Would the U print look good on the stripes? I don't think so. But there again, that's my bias towards. See, the U is actually bigger. Well, it would take up 2 of them. If I don't know what color would show up though, because part of it's black and part of it's white. It might be all right with you know, one of these other. I don't know. I'll have to play with it. Maybe stamped on vellum over it or something. That might work. I have a little strip of vellum left too. Who are you talking to, Deb? Me? I could use embossing powder. That on the vellum, that would be really nice. That might be an idea. So anyway, but I have to switch gears. Oh, and also, here's another idea, guys. I did this with the Stitch Seasons. You know how I had that white one left in my stash? Well, when I did this frame here, it cut out a hollow. So now I have another window, and I did it on a card base. That way I can use this as a window on another card. So I have a card base I can use. This is in Fresh Fig. These I cut ahead of time. I have an extra scrap of black, and I've got another whole piece of Fresh Fig. I don't have too much mint macaron left, but that's okay. So yeah, that's it. And I play with them when I need. I put them in my scraps, and when I need ideas, I might pull that out and use it on another live, that card opening base thing. The frame. If you want to order some of those little background with the or swirly things that you said was on the frame. I'm confused. Let's see. If you did it in clearing. Okay. Yes, Deb, I want to order some of those little backgrounds with the base or swirly things that you said. You mean these? Hang on. If you mean this stamp, the way this did, those are part of the paper pumpkin kit. Is that what you meant? Because I don't know that they have any more extra kits. If they do, I can order one for you. On one of your cards, you had the little frame. Oh, the Stitch Seasons frames, these with the bow. Yes, they're in clearance. I think they're $19.80 or something like that. On sale down from $33. Let me show you the set, Deb. Hang on. Okay, this is it's called the Stitch Seasons Framelits dies, and they're stuck together. It comes with 3 frame sizes, and they're stitched on the inside and outside. But if you put 2 together, which is how I did that frame, then it'll cut out the frame and plus a piece for the middle. That's what I had done. Okay, and then it also comes with this bow and a leaf die and 2 of these flourishes, one here and one here, and then this leaf berry thing and this little flower thing. The only thing that wouldn't make any sense to you would be this, and I can't remember what this was. There used to be a stamp set that came with it, but it was only a limited time thing. Hang on. Okay, that was a bell, but you would never be able to tell it. So that was the only one. It came in this blended seasons, but that's no longer available. So it was a bell with the with the bow at the top and the ribbon. Somehow I just had it. There's the little, oh, it goes this way. That's why. Duh. Like that. Oh, I can't invoice you. I'll email you and tell you how to get it, okay? You can order it online, or you can order it starting, well, actually, I would order that online sooner than later, because with the clearance rack, you never know when they're going to do what they call refresh, in which case everything goes bye-bye. Bye, Tanisha. Thank you for coming. Bye, Kat. Go clean up. Anyway, you never know what when they're going to refresh the clearance rack, which everything on it then disappears and they put different stuff out there. And it's been out there now for a couple months, since December. So, you know, it's possible in the next couple weeks they could refresh again, because there's not a whole lot out there right now. So I would definitely, if you want that, get that sooner than later. But I'll email you and let you know how to do it, okay? Okay. All right, guys. I got to clean up my mess and get some dinner cooked so Chris has something to eat when he comes home. And I need to have this all cleaned up so I can relax and watch Donna Jackson or Kat, or a bit of Donna and then Kat. Have fun, everybody. Thank you for coming again. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you, Tina. I really enjoy these. I enjoy chatting with everybody as I do the crafting and stuff. And I will try and have some lives that aren't just cards all the time, but I like doing cards too. And this was the paper pumpkin kit. So I forget how many alternates that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 alternates. So that ought to get some interest from people. Thanks, Clay. As always. All right, guys. Have a good evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace. And Saturday is the Pinspiration collaboration. And Sunday is the second week of the Love is in the Air / Metals in Love hop. So be sure to look out for those, okay? Talk to you soon.